Alright guys, welcome back to the episode of the Sim Dynasty, and would you look at that, we are over 500, guaranteed 7-5. Yes sir. We're adding our win totals like per year, we're like doubling it, so next year, I don't think we can get 14 wins, I don't know if that's possible or not, but we're going to try. And then we definitely can't get 28 wins in a season, so that'll probably be the end of it. Anyways, we won, let's see how we did it. Oh my gosh, we put up 21 points in the second quarter, golly dude, we put almost as many points up in the second quarter as they scored the entirety of the game. Mayberry with a big run. Glenn with a big pass. Oh, welcome back, Glenn. See what happens when you play? You get freaking touchdowns, man. Boosie with a touchdown. Williams with a run. And then Boosie with another touchdown. Dude, Glenn with another touchdown. We went off, man. Switching to a pass-heavy team, or pass more than run, definitely helped out, especially with Williams throwing the ball extremely well. Let's look at our stats. What's crazy is, Opie lost to this team, and we just flat destroyed them. So that's crazy, man. Both had 20 first downs, 472 yards of offense, 32 for 141, 2 touchdowns, 26 for 37, 331 yards, and 4 touchdowns. 7 for 12 on third down. That's over 50%. That's a plus. 1 for 1 on fourth down, 100% in the red zone. No turnovers. Dadgum, man. We played extremely well today. Even with 7 turnovers, we tore it up. Looking at our stats, Williams, 26 for 37, 331, 4 touchdowns, 70% completion rating. Got sacked 3 times. I should have realized this a lot sooner. I definitely need to do a little bit more research when it comes to picking my play style per season, because we swapped it from a run-heavy team to a pass-heavy team, and we started winning games, and Williams just tore it up. Running the ball, Boosie, 15 for 71, Williams, 12 for 42, Mayberry, 3 for 12, Brown, 2 for 16. He had a couple touchdowns there. Boosie didn't get hits, but it's fine. Glenn, 7 for 82. Anderson, 6 for 70. Boosie, 5 for 73. Was Bar the one hurt? Was it Glenn? I think it was Glenn, because that's the guy with all the drops. 3 for 73. 2 touchdowns. No drops. Look at that championship contenders. Look at where we're at now. 65. We jumped way up. I think that's been about the highest we've ever been. 65, 61, 36. And 34, I don't know what I was going to say there, 33, I don't know. I was going to say fixed. I'm going to say it with a TH instead of an S, which would have been weird. Just taking a peek at that job security, 100%, we should be golden now. We had to win at least 5 games, and we won more than 5 this year. Still have a couple of years left on my contract, so hopefully we can continue winning now that the caliber players that I've been recruiting are playing. Taking a look at recruiting this last week, just trying to secure the deal. We jumped way back up on Cummings. Hopefully we could steal him in the off season, or with this Washington. I'll take either one. I'd probably rather have a linebacker, to be honest with you, if we can. Woods, once again, we survived long enough to get the visit, but it doesn't really matter after that. And some of these guys are just pretty good players. I just need to move them around. So since no game for us, no conference championship, we sit where we stand. We are 4th in the East at 7-5 overall, 4-5 in conference, with all 3 of these teams ahead of me that beat me. which is fine, man. We're not last, which is huge. So it looks like it's going to be Mid-Tennessee State and UTSA for the conference championship yet again. And I'm sitting at number 8 in the conference. I'm improving. A vast improvement over the last couple of years. That's going to be it for this part. We'll be right back with the advance. Alright, just going to end with the advance. I sadly don't have a conference championship week this week for me. No title game. Maybe next year. We will see. My recruiting, nobody committed, which is just fine. I have people ready to visit, which helps me 0 because they can't visit now. Something I do want to look at, job security. I know we just checked it. We're going to check it again just to make sure. Still 100%. So I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed my job next year. Maybe even get an extension. Because I have to have the one winning season and they want to sign you forever. I do want to check out bowl projections just to see if I get a bowl, because hopefully I do, but we will see. I'm just going to skim down real quick to see if I'm on here, or I would assume UTSA and Kentucky right now. Liberty Bowl, it's not looking good. Now, if we don't get a bowl game, I won't be mad. I'm 7-5. That's pretty good. Not a pretty good record, but I guess we'll see after this week. Maybe it'll change. Maybe I'll have a bowl game. If not, then we'll just go through and look at the stats and stuff like that. Oh well, we did our best. Let's advance it. We're going bowling! We play Purdue. Yes, sir. Our first bowl game ever at Texas State. And we're guaranteeing a win. What do they say? They say, even Kirk's saying we're guaranteeing a win. Booyah, son. They got a better offense and a better defense, but we're going to win. I mean, that's just paper, right? What does paper know? Nothing. Total offense, 384 yards. Look at the pass game, though. Get wrecked. And they are horrible against the pass, which is bad because we are garbage but they're worse off somehow, and we're going to take advantage of it and do them dirty. It looks like Kirk's picking us to win, but the arrows, man, arrows don't know what they're talking about. Arrows are wrong. We only got 3 on our side. They have the other 11. I don't know how many are on there, but we'll say there's 11. The arrows are bouncing, and it's totally tripping me out because they're flashing too. But they say we're going to win. They say we're going to lose. They're wrong. All right, let's see how we do. We're going to advance it because I confused myself. And we lost. But hey, we got to a bowl game. We lost in the season over 500 for the first time in Texas State history that I'm the coach. And we're happy about it, man. We got to a bowl game. We lost to a Power 5 team. Let's see what the score was like. All right, looking at the stats, we were down early and down often. Man, it took us to the fourth quarter to make it a close game. They were up 10-0 before we scored last second of the first quarter, and then it was just kind of back and forth after that. They started third quarter out hot again, and we made it interesting towards the end of the game. I mean, a pick 6 to bring us within 7, but too little too late. Ended up going 7-6 on the season to Purdue. Looking at the stats, we have more first downs, more yards, more rushing yards, a little less passing yards. Just, well, I don't understand how we lost this game, man. Maybe it was just the caliber players. I don't know, but we literally beat them in almost every category other than total points. I mean, they didn't have many third downs, but they didn't convert hardly any of them. 100% in the red zone, only 1 turnover. We played the game really well, just came out on the wrong side. Looking at the stats, Williams 22 for 37, 231, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Dude played lights out in his last game as a Bobcat. Maybe something else happened. I don't know what could have happened. Boosty almost had 100 yards rushing. Williams had 64 and a touchdown. No fumbles. Each had a broken tackle. Like, this was just a solid game that we played. Somehow we ended up losing it. Langy? Yeah, that guy. 12 catches for 143. I don't even know who that is. Who is that? Is that my tight end? That might be my tight end. 3 touchdowns. He went off, whoever he was. They shut down Glenn and Barr and Anderson pretty good. Boosty on the backfield, 35. No drops. We just had a good game. I guess we just got flat out beat. Checking over the Heisman winner real quick. Duke Catalan wins it from Houston. And then Clemson in second place, UCLA, Notre Dame, and Washington. Speaking of award winners, I'm pretty sure I have nobody up for the award, but we're going to slide through it real quick just to see. Wait. This is the best quarterback, right? How in the world is this guy not the best quarterback? Dude threw for almost 5,000 yards, man. He was like 1,000 yards ahead of everybody else quarterback-wise, and somehow didn't win the best quarterback. That is crazy. But looking through everybody, oh, there we go. There's the quarterback. All right, I was about to say, oh my gosh, went off. I don't think we had anybody up for any awards. Not really much of a surprise there. If it would have been anybody, probably Williams. He was our playmaker last year and this year as well. And we're going to be sad that he's gone, but we have a lot of good backups that are sitting the bench that are eager to get on the field and play. And sadly, nobody up for any awards. That's going to hurt us recruiting, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and check out the All-Americans. Now, I know for a fact I don't have anybody all NCAA first team, second team, or third team. So let's check out Conference USA. And I'll be surprised if I have anybody here. UTSA's got some people. Texas State, London, my junior first team middle linebacker, Conference USA. I'll definitely take that. Second team, there we go. Left tackle, senior. Sad to see you gone. You're an 80 overall, but thank you for being second team All-American. That's going to help me out. Dean, my senior corner that I recruited as a JUCO. Same thing with Hooper. He was a JUCO as well. I get him back next year. That's going to be nice. Championship continues to see where we ended up. 74 after the loss. So 74, 61, 36, and then 29. We're improving. We're a 2-star prestige now. Look at us go. Woohoo! We finally leveled up. All we need to do is have a winning season. All right, looking at the season stats, Williams turned it on whenever we swapped to a pass heavy or pass more than we run team. 231 out of 403, almost 3,000 yards, just short, 24 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That dude was great. 32 sacks for a 5'9" quarterback. He played lights out. Running the ball, Boosty just short of 1,000 yards. Man, everyone is just short of hitting goals this year. Just short of 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Williams, 669 yards, 6 touchdowns. Mayberry, you take away Mayberry's touches, man. Boosty gets the 1,000 yards, but it's all good. 9 touchdowns. He also took all of his touchdowns. But hey, the backup senior, that's just fine for me. I'll get Boosty back next year if he plays. He might not play because I got some other guys coming in. But look at the distribution of the passing game, man. My tight end, that was my tight end. 43 for 517. Barr, 43 for 469 or 496, and he was injured most of the season. Glenn, 39 for 489. 35 for 503. we threw the ball around to a lot of different people, and that was huge. Been able to hit that many different receivers during the season, and we only had a total of, what was that, 10 drops. Defensively, my junior linebacker, he actually came in this year as a JUCO, and he took the spot, man. Started right off the bat, and I had to move Easy A to the right side to get him to play. But bam, bam, both those guys, all the linebackers doing work this year, holding down the fort. Sack-wise, man, Smith even came in and led the team in sacks as well. We had quite a bit of sacks, which is kind of a surprise, but we'll definitely take that. Interceptions, we kind of dropped off tremendously here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 total as a team. That's not great. I would anticipate more than that, but we also have a kind of a younger team in the waking hours, in the wakes, right behind these guys. Looking at the team stats to see where we set overall, we were actually in the upper third, probably upper fourth for total offense, which is kind of a surprise for us, especially being like 74 overall. Did really well. We ran the ball decent. We threw the ball way more, which is just fine with me. Had almost 3,000 yards, had over 2,000 yards as a team. Pretty even touchdown wise. We weren't lopsided there. Only got sacked 32 times. I think overall we had a pretty good season offensively. And the sad thing is, defensively, we were second to last, with Purdue being right there with us. It would beat us in the bowl game. That's not good. We gave up a lot of yards, a lot of passing yards, and a lot of rushing yards as a team, and a ton of points, 390. Oh my gosh. We did get 8 fumbles and 10 interceptions, but man, we gave up way too many yards this year. Turnover difference, myself and UTSA both right here with each other, or upper fourth, upper fifth probably. We're both really good at getting turnovers. 10 giveaways, 5 interceptions, 5 fumbles. That's great. 18 takeaways, 10 and 8. Pretty solid year all around as a team, other than we had a losing record in conference, but we had a winning record overall. That's a huge plus. So checking out the final top 25, see what's going on there. Auburn ends up taking it. Number 1 in the nation, UCLA, Clemson, Notre Dame, Clemson, Washington, 1 through 5. We ended up not being ranked, sadly. UTSA ends up finishing the season number 20 after a really good year. So very great to see that it's not the same people winning. Oklahoma was really good this year for the most part. Ended up dropping last couple of games. But that's going to be it for this episode. Come back next week to see if I'm fired or not. Even though we had a winning season, you never know. I survived the losing seasons. Maybe all we need to do was win to get fired. But that's going to be it for this episode. Make sure you go check out Opie's channel. Links down in the description as always. See what he's doing with UTSA. And we'll see you guys next time.